What is going on, guys? JW Films here, and welcome to episode 12 of JW Raw. I am Jack, Epic Stir. And I'm not joined today. I'm alone today. For JW Raw, number 12, but nonetheless still a great show that you saw on the match card. Fandango, the current hardcore champion, which he won back at WrestleMania in that 6-man Hell in a Cell match. And he'll be facing the newcomer, Adam Rhodes, to JW Raw, who made his debut only last week, or last JW Raw. I'm not sure if it was last week. We see Fandango, of course, accompanied by his side bitch, Summer Rae. He's going to be in action against the very impressive Adam Rhodes. Of course, he can't underestimate Fandango, of course, a member of the NWO, and he's been quite on a roll here, pretty much since the whole thing started. This is his second reign as a hardcore champion. He's held it for the most days, I believe, out of any of the previous hardcore champions, as there have been a few, knowing that the title is defended every week, as, of course, unless you are Fandango, which he took a few off days. But we assure you, the title will be defended here tonight, and it will be, of course, against the new up-and-comer Adam Rhodes. So it's the battle of the party animal dancer people, whatever you want to call it. So I have a dog barking in the background. I'm probably not even going to hear it. I just made note of it. So maybe you will now. Here goes Adam Rhodes with his rosebuds, the bunny, the clown, the morph suit, the bowler hat guy, pretty much Lana, and Curious George over there. And here's Adam Rhodes versus Willy Wonka looking stuff. And of course, if you saw that E60, which Adam Rhodes was a big part of on ESPN, Adam Rhodes, of course, here in the JW, making his debut last week, and he's looking to capture the hardcore title. What a big opportunity it would be in his second ever JW match, ever. And he'd be able to capture the hardcore title. All he's got to do is beat Fandango, but of course Fandango has been quite persevering and impressive, as we saw in that 6-man Hell in a Cell match. He really, out of nowhere, was able to capitalize. I believe it was on Bam Bam Bigelow, and he was just focusing on him in the corner, not drawing too much attention to himself, something Fandango is used to doing. But channeling the attention to the other members of the match, able to have some 2-on-2 confrontations between out of the 6, and just so happened Fandango was able to kind of get the victory under the rug, I guess you could say. It was very the focus of the match was not on Fandango for the whole match, no really big spots or anything, but he kind of was able to capitalize on that and get the victory because of it, and quite a shocker to many of the fans at JW WrestleMania, which you can rewatch here on JW, the JW network, really just being our channel, which you can subscribe to, you can like the video, you can tell us your absolute favorite part of the video, or the favorite rosebud, or whatever you want to say nice video or something, it's all good. So we got Fandango and Adam Rhodes, who are going to go at it for that hardcore title, of course, held up by the referee right now. There's the newcomer, Adam Rhodes. There's Fandango. They're staring off. And I'm sure we'll see some pretty intense dance battles here. Well, just like I said, you hear the boos for Fandango compared to the uproar cheers from Adam Rhodes. Quickly becoming a fan favorite here on JW Raw, but going right towards Fandango. But Fandango gets the reversal. And we see a little bit of a back and forth chain here, but of course we know Adam Rhodes is all fun and dancing and all that, and very similar, I guess you could say, to Fandango. But when both these men really get in the ring, they mean business. But Adam Rhodes with that, and it's really a hard-hitting moveset. He does have some fun in his matches, but it really is quite something that throws you off guard, I guess. And if you're Fandango, I'd be watching out. We saw that nice, I guess, a leg pull there. Not exactly sure. Having a little fun in this match here. And a drop kick is attempted by Fandango. I believe that's the second one. Adam Rhodes is reversed with the fist. The flying fist now. And the elbow drop by Adam Rhodes. Adam Rhodes now. Of course, this is a hardcore match. Hardcore rules here. Going under the apron. And Adam Rhodes pulls out the traditional steel chair. Not sure what Fandango's doing in there. Big right to the face of Adam Rhodes, and now Fandango just being relentless with that steel chair, going right to the legs of Adam Rhodes. Oh my God, looking to end the career of Adam Rhodes in his second match. Oh my God, consistent chair shots from Adam Rhodes. Now Fandango, he's getting into it. Adam Rhodes comes up with the reversal. And a big clothesline in the corner, and of course having a little fun with it, as we always see from Adam Rhodes. back and forth matchup here. Fandango gets some blows, but Adam Rose comes right back at it with a kick in the midsection. Adam Rose looking to capitalize. There's that broken up steel chair in the ring and a suplex. Just misses the chair. Of course, both these men calling to their fans. Adam Rose with the Hulk Hogan-esque taunt. Adam Rose doing nothing more than taunting Fandango. Taunting Adam Rose outside the ring. Epic kick to the midsection. Drops Fandango to the floor now. Looks like Adam Rose trying to get some momentum here. And he's doing well at it. Impressive upstart. Adam Rose looking to capture the hardcore title. Throws Fandango into the corner. Barely even speak here. Choo choo. Motherfucker. Bronco Buster. Next at Fandango. I keep mixing up these two. And Adam Rose now. He's calling for the finisher on Fandango. Looking to capture that hardcore title. And he hits the party foul. Inverted was the snapmare. Goes for the pin. And Adam Rose, just like that, is your new hardcore champion. I'm sure he's going to be dancing with the Rosebuds backstage. A great match, I believe, by the two. Definitely outshined what you'd expect from them. Two goofy, dancey superstars. Put on a hell of a match there. And saw quite a bit of violence there from Fandango. But in the end, Adam Rose looking at that title almost in disbelief in his second ever match. Comes out the Hardcore Championship. And we've seen what the Hardcore Championship can do here for you in the JW. Really gives people the boost that they need, I guess you could say. The relevance. Not even so much on the card, but just the relevance and the factor that you are the hardcore champion. But of course that could end next week. Of course, for Adam Rose, you're gonna have to defend it, and really, is anyone on the backstage who wants that title can beat for it. Big victory for Adam Rose. But moving on here, we got Payback, our next pay-per-view, and here we see Cody Rhodes versus Goldust. A match set up after the vicious attacks of Cody Rhodes last week on his brother. More to that in the next match, and of course the newly announced triple threat for the World Heavyweight Champion. We have two #1 contenders. We have Ryback, we have Hulk Hogan, who of course has history of issues with both Ryback and CM Punk. Ryback turning on CM Punk last week, really just in the championship hunt, and he wanted to get into the head of CM Punk, and I believe he's done so, and a main event actually tonight will be CM Punk versus Ryback. But that triple threat match will be something else. Three men who really know how to work up a crowd and put on a hell of a match, really. And all of them really dominating the main event scene. At least two of them have been in the main events of almost every show. Of course, Ryback quickly rising to the main event. We've had CM Punk and Hulk Hogan. That's been the world title. That's been the whole world title picture for months now. But Cody Rhodes making his way to the ring. He's about to face Chris Jericho. I'm already in the ring as we see a lockup. And now last week, Cody Rhodes lost an opportunity at the World Tag Team titles against the Wyatt family in Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. And of course, they won that opportunity at WrestleMania, defeating the NWO. And they, the night after WrestleMania, were unable to capitalize on that. And Cody Rhodes, very interesting way he kind of worked throughout that tag team match. Almost as if he was just had a grudge against Goldust. And we do remember a tag team match, which Goldust didn't help out Cody Rhodes breaking up a pin. We see the viciousness from Cody Rhodes. Lots of confusion behind this, but they lost the match, the Brotherhood. And Cody Rhodes looked like he was going to... Oh, a big chop by Cody Rhodes to Chris Jericho. But it looked like Rhodes was going to help his brother up after the pin. Instead, of course, that did not happen. Cody Rhodes viciously attacking Goldust. Oh, and the drop kick. Of course, it was a beautiful disaster, followed by one of those top rope salts, moonsaults or something like that. Maybe a crossroads in there. Just a vicious attack. Almost a blurred memory. It was a very shocking moment. We have such close brothers in Cody Rhodes and Goldust. And one of the best tag teams in the JW, but seems to be gone now. Cody Rhodes just taking it to Chris Jericho. Gets the springboard, and the beautiful disaster connects. And we just see the viciousness come out of Cody Rhodes, really just within the past week. It's his first singles match. Well, as a singles competitor, I should say, of course. I believe he did get a victory over one of the Wyatt family members. And he's got a victory over Chris Jericho now after an amazing moonsault. We got to look back at the replays for that one. It's the same moonsault he hit on Goldust last week, which, of course, Goldust is not available on the show here tonight. He did suffer a minor injury, but he will be at Payback, and he will face Cody Rhodes, who's celebrating now with his hand raised high. And now it's time for the main event. We're only 10 minutes in the show. We're main event. Nice quick episode here for you on JWO as Cody Rhodes gets the celebratory victory. Of course, another celebratory victory. Adam Rose, who defeated Fandango earlier in the night to get his first singles title, which is the Hardcore Championship. Of course, making his debut last week, but a man who's been in the JW since day one back in WWE 13. He's had the world title for almost all of it. CM Punk making his way to the ring, of course, the World Heavyweight Champion, that belt he won at WrestleMania, and really put a target on his back. We do know that there was a history, really, between all three men involved in that triple threat match. It really is a personal match. Ryback had his issues with the NWO, of course, led by Hulk Hogan. CM Punk with the NWO has really just been constant in the JW. He led the group. Now he's bitter enemies with the group. And, of course, that leads to problems with Hulk Hogan and more problems with Kevin Nash. Sort of the goon for Hulk Hogan. But he was really close with Kevin Nash in WWE 13. But we really just have an intertwining of all sorts of history between these three. And Ryback turning on the crowd, turning on the JW fans, and turning on CM Punk in a tag team battle, which another very similar pack to that of Cody Rhodes. Of course, Ryback and CM Punk aren't close as brothers. Of course, these men really do not have much liking for each other, but they did respect each other, and their common enemies is what brought them together. But here we see just the sea of boos for Ryback after attacking CM Punk with a meat hook clothesline and a shell-shocked, which Ryback could also go for here tonight. Get a victory over the world champion. Of course, we do know Ryback has 2 victories over the former world champion while he was the champion, of course, that being Hulk Hogan. One of them was a disqualification. The next week was a steel cage match Ryback won. This was all in the lead up to WrestleMania. So, of course, Ryback in that world title picture, he's pretty up there. But we do know Hulk Hogan is the #1 contender. I guess we'll call Ryback the #2 contender. And those contenders, along with the world title, world champion CM Punk, will be in an epic match at Payback, a triple threat match. Of course, triple threat is no disqualification, so we never know what Hulk Hogan may have up his sleeve. The NWO behind his side. Doesn't seem Ryback has aligned himself with the NWO. He's just disaligned himself with CM Punk. Of course, these men have a history of personal issues with relating to injuries and such in the WWE. But it seemed the differences were aside, but clearly not. Ryback with the big suplex in the beginning of the match. We saw some offensive kicks by CM Punk, but Ryback was too powerful for them, knocking CM Punk to the floor. Now Ryback's got CM Punk up, and he's got the Luthez. Now just tossing CM Punk around over the apron. He's playing with him like a little doll, is what CM Punk really is compared to Ryback. We just see the size difference here. You get a wingspan, or the size of the chest to the whole body, really. Ryback just dominates in the physical field. But we do know CM Punk has the quickness and the training, all sorts of heart, and he certainly can pull a victory over Ryback. He has done it before. Going for the pin now is Ryback. Early kick out. CM Punk looks to fire back some momentum. Been pretty back and forth so far with that big Hurricane Rana there by CM Punk. Not a move you see too often from Punk. Now Ryback smartly gaining a bit of stamina back, I guess you could say. Taking a breather, but right back in the ring, and CM Punk gets right to work. CM Punk, he's got Ryback in the ropes. Very innovative offense from CM Punk. It's Ryback all caught up in the ropes and everything. And now CM Punk with the springboard attack, and it's reversed by Ryback. CM Punk gets right back up, though, with the reversal. So quick is CM Punk, but so physical is Ryback. It's a very even match, but not an even skill-wise. It's just the skills are so different, but they contrast each other so well, which is what makes this match so compelling. Is that you really, there's 2 ways to look at it here. You can go for speed, you can go for technique, or you can just go for brute force. But I'm going to have to go with Ryback after the dominance he's been on. Really just since his debut, Ryback in the Elimination Chamber, and since then he's been a big player in the main event scene. And of course, we do know CM Punk's been here since the beginning, but Ryback just a much quicker rise, and of course brute force and power. There we see 2 power bombs from Ryback, possibly going for a 3rd one here. And it looks like another powerbomb will take place. Oh my god, CM Punk must be taking a beating here. Of course, right where the lower back is where CM Punk had a history of the staph infection, the infamous Colt Cabana podcast. You see just shoved by Ryback. Now Ryback, you know what this is. The big guy sign. Must be happy. And it's the shell shock. Oh, not the shell shock. It's the meat hook clothesline, of course. And Ryback is hit. It goes for the pin now. And a kick out at 1.5, it looked like. Almost a 2. CM Punk not giving up that easy. Ryback goes for the punch, but CM Punk with the kick to the midsection. A world champion looks to be on fire right now, trying to get some momentum back after the dominant performance from Ryback throughout most of the match. Oh, Punky's struggling to get to the top rope. Ode to the Macho Man. He's got the arms up and the elbow drop next. This iconic move of CM Punk and the Macho Man Randy Savage, of course, the tribute to Macho Man. CM Punk, he's calling for Ryback to get up. He's stalking right over Ryback. I don't think Ryback knows where he is after that elbow drop. Ryback's just taking his time here, but to no avail. CM Punk, Ryback's up to his feet, and Punk with the GTS. Oh, Ryback reverses. Oh my god. Nice DDT from Ryback there. Very innovative there. CM Punk's got back up. Ryback looking for a suplex. Oh no. It's not a suplex. It's much worse. It's the shell shocked. And Ryback has connected. That's got to be the match right there. Ryback goes for the cover for the victory over the world champion. And he does. He defeats CM Punk. And just all I can say is wow. It's just a dominant performance from Ryback. CM Punk had almost no offense in that match. Ryback is pissed and he wants the world title. That's really what this is about. I'm sure it's nothing personal for Ryback. CM Punk, it could be personal based on past grudges, but it's really just comes down to the world title, and that's put a mark on CM Punk's back. But if there's anything we know about CM Punk, he'll certainly get out of those. Certainly persevere. But there we saw that innovative DDT, very similar to that of Edge's, over on the SmackDown roster, making his debut recently, actually. Ryback with the shell-shocked. I believe this is where the victory was taken from Ryback. By Ryback. And Ryback is going to stand tall over your world's champion as the crowd is just seeping boos into Ryback's ear. But the Feed Me More chant still raised, and Ryback is raised. His hand is raised. He's standing tall here for JW on number 12. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one.